Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the seventh day of the ninth month. Seven, the number of perfection. I hope everything about you is going to be perfect as we proceed in this month. I hope all will be well with you. Hope you've had a good day. It's your boy Tope again with our weekly analysis. We've had a great time in the group. Israel, thanks to Israel for an amazing session a few days ago. I think that was on Saturday. It was amazing. He spent 2 hours on the chart. Spent 2 hours or more on the chart, and then we had some in-house, um, stars that were going to be singing for us. But you know who you are. Well, anyway, let us get into this week's analysis. Okay, we start off with our very, very own favorite pair, not pair, well, index. That is the US dollar. Let me just drop down to the lower time frame quickly, just to show from last week, we were targeting this blue line, and I was saying this blue line that we should watch out for some sort of reaction, and you can see what happened from there. That's 11896, and the price kicked up from there. Why did we have that blue line? That blue line there was showing a significant high from the monthly. So we drop down to the monthly, and let me show you where we picked that from. Okay. So if you notice, look at this huge bearish candle before this bullish one. That would have been, it's a big bearish candle, bigger than this bearish candle here, and that would have been a bullish order block on the monthly time frame. And we took the higher back candle, and the reason why I thought it was good as well again was because if you check out the low of June 2018, it just stopped shy of that high. Therefore, liquidity is engineered in that level. Okay, so we would then expect price to drop into that area, taking out stops into that order block. Okay, I still perceive that they would like to come further and feel this. If you see this low here and this smaller monthly order block, I believe they would like to feel this price gap here. I believe they would like to feel that, But initially, they would obviously move up into an area of support and some other bearish order block in that area, then drop. So let me go into the weekly. Let's see what is happening on the weekly. So as you can see on the weekly, let me enlarge this. On the weekly, we had the weekend in the 24th of August, close aggressively below the 17th of August. So which is giving us an indication that we could start to see or continue to see a bearish momentum into this blue line, signifying the high of that huge bullish order block on the monthly. Okay, and this is the initial reaction is creating now. And if you notice, 2-3 weeks ago we drew out this level, this significant low over here, and this significant low on the weekly, and we were expecting for price to come back into those levels before they ultimately drop lower. But price decided to move earlier than that because the run was on. They already got all what they wanted. The liquidity was good enough, and they ran to that high, taking out the low in 2018, one of 2018 lows, into this bullish order block on the monthly. Okay, now you can see this is a current reaction. Okay, this is a current reaction. Let me go to the H4. What we were anticipating is exactly what's playing out on the H4. So if you notice, if you remember rather, from 3 weeks ago, we said we had a 1, we had a 2, the break, and a return into the range here for us to see a drive down into that blue line. Okay, that's where we are at the moment. So let me mark this out now. I'm clearing the chart. Let me just clear everything. Object tree. Just remove everything. You know what I mean, guys? I'm just clearing the lines off so we can have some fresher lines. Okay, all that is done. So let's go back to our weekly. And Israel's kindly marked out some chats in the Telegram group if you have a look at those as well. But this is how I would look at it as well. Okay. So currently, this is where we are. We are at. So last week took out the low of the week ending the 24th of August, as you can see nicely. Now we will be anticipating for price to come back to the high of 2014 the week. Once price goes above that level and closes, then we would have the confidence to look for our 1, 2, 3 pattern to go long. But at the same time, this week, as it took out the low of the 24th, it didn't do it in the same week. So now the high reference high that we're looking at now will move from the 24th of August to the 31st of August high. So that's last week's high. So this is where we'll be looking at now. If we are trading using our H4, our weekly and H4, at the moment we are doing nothing, okay, because it's not fulfilled the criteria that we're looking for on the higher time frame. We're looking for this week to cross, to go above last week's high. Okay, once that happened, then we can start looking for entries on the H4 time frame for a rally high. And the reason to come high, we have some nice close levels over here. They're close to each other. And we got this significant level here. Okay, those levels are quite strong. For price to go past this high into these levels, okay, significant key levels. So that's for the US dollar. So if we're looking at the US dollar on the weekly now, for us to frame around a trade, we'll be doing nothing for now because we've not got our confirmation yet. Okay. Next pair will be the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar has been telling us a story, a bullish story, and that's obvious from the bearishness of the US dollar. So US dollar has been dropping, therefore therefore the Aussie dollar will be rising. And as you can see, the very first time we had something very significant happen, let me clear the charts, remove drawing. Okay, so if you remember the engulfing theory that Israel has been trying to drill into your minds to help us frame a trade. I think the first time it happened was over here. So we had that this week, the 20th of April, came below the 13th of April. But that week did not close, did not engulf the same week. So the week closed, a new week opened, the reference high changed, okay, to the week, the 20th of April. And as you can see straight away, the following week closed above it. And then we started to look for bullish entries I guarantee you, and as you can see, when we've done analysis, we've seen trades to go bullish. Okay. Another opportunity arose over here where we have this high. The next thing would have been expecting would have been this low to be taken for us to have a change in the algorithm momentum, but we didn't get that, but rather we got the week just came below. That week did not close below the 1st of June, but rather the following week came, spiked it, and closed back within its range. So we then keeps us in neutral. Now we'll change our reference to be the high of the same week it took the low, okay, which is the 8th of June. So we're looking for the high of the 8th of June to be broken past. But as you can see, when the week 15th of June closed, it didn't make it to that level. So we expected a new week open, and therefore the new key level to monitor algorithmically and as the way we trade would now be the week 15 high. Okay. And as you can see, they did have a double top when the week on 22nd of June closed, and it didn't close past that area. So our level still remains the same, and we're doing nothing. But until we got to this level here, so we're looking now, the level is now changed to the 29th of June high, and the 29th of June high, we had a spike above it, but not a close. But finally, we now have the following week, the following second week, 13th of July, we had a close above it. Once that close above happened, then we start looking for bullish momentum trade in the north side. Okay. Now, based on that theory, we have another opportunity here. We have the week 27th of July, 27th of July was taking our price. Okay, let's see what happened. Open. Yeah, price open, came to the low, and in the same week went to the high. Okay, went to the high. And this is now giving us some sort of confirmation that we should start looking for bullish momentum. Okay, and then finally we have 2 weeks ago, the 24th of August, closed past all the highs. So which is giving us an indication that we should look for bullish opportunity going forward. But if we look back, let's just go to the monthly. Do we have any sort of opportunity to trade? Okay, with the monthly. It is the daily amount. I'm looking for the monthly. Are you following me, guys? Please let me know if I'm going too quick so I can slow down. All right, so we have some significant levels here. So we have this really, really strong swing point here. Let me change that to blue. And we have, look at this. There is this engulfing happening, creating an order block. There's a bearish order block here, which could give us some sort of reaction. And do you remember the same opposite is currently happening on the US dollar? On the monthly, we ran into what? We ran into. So this is running into a bearish monthly order block, whilst the US dollar, we ran into what? A bullish monthly order block. Where is it again? Look at it. Let me draw it out. Okay, this is US dollar. We ran into that huge, humongous bullish order block, whilst Aussie dollar ran into a bearish order block. I would have loved for this high to be taken. Let's see if it's taken. Bang! That high, that December 2018 high was taken into the order block. And also last month's high was taken into that order block. Hence, the reaction we're seeing in the last week. Okay, you can see last week there was an aggressive move, but it's not completed. It didn't complete below, so there's still some indecision and some decisions to be made here. But for the meantime, you would have been able, like we did, to capture, the rally that took place. At the moment, we are looking at. I'm still looking at an opportunity for to buy, but I'm wary because now we slammed into that bearish monthly order block. We've gone past last week's high, so I now have a new reference low to chase. This low, okay, but that low wasn't taken, so my new low is now last week's low. Let me move that out of the way. So now if price should come and go below this level, okay, we can start looking for a bearish opportunity to sell. Okay, to sell. And I like it when lows are so close to each other this way. They could take them out with one candle. It could be this month, September. It could be October. Boom. You'll do something like that. One aggressive month. Look at that. One aggressive month. One aggressive month. Look. Aggressive month. They like doing that. Boom. Take out all the stops to hit this bullish order block. Okay? So for now, we do nothing. We've not gotten a clear indication of what is going to happen. So, yeah, we're neutral. We're neutral. US dollar is doing the exact opposite at the moment. So he's taking out last week's low. If he closes past, he's taking out 3 weeks, the 3 weeks ago, the low of 3 weeks ago. And we're looking for it to close at the high there. There's nice double tops are to be targeted. They look really juicy. There's one here. Another nice double top there. And there's another one. There's another one here. And in fact, there's another clean high over there. Okay, monthly high. The candle does not have any spike at all or nothing. It is possible. Look at the way they're lining up for them to do that. Take all of them out into the significant level, and then they can decide to drop back or continue the rally higher. Because I can see, look, there's another double top here on the monthly. There's another double top here. Okay, this level, don't think they can't see it. They can see it, and we will have that liquidity, PULL, liquidity POOL will create a PULL. Okay, don't forget that. It is going to cost them to be attracted. Price, the market makers will look for those levels. Always, they always do, without fail. Okay, let's go further. Euro USD. Let's go to the monthly. I am sure we see the same phenomenon taking place. Okay. So we have this aggressive bullish order block. If you notice, this is the exact replica of US dollar. US dollar has a huge bullish monthly order block with a small one sitting within it. Now euro has got a huge bearish order block with a smaller one sitting within it. If you remember, let me just refresh your memory. Look at that. Huge bullish order block with a small one sitting beneath it. EU, huge bearish order block with a smaller one wedged within it. And at the moment, what have we done? We've rallied into that order block. We've taken out. So at the moment, as it stands, we've gone past last month's high. Okay. And now it looks like price is now chasing where are we going to be looking next? We'll be looking at last month's low at the minimum. Okay. Once the price closes below this level or goes past this level, then we'll be looking for opportunity to sell. Let's go to the weekly. Let's see what we got. So look, exact replica all over, and I love what it's setting up. The reason why I love what it's setting up is if you look at these lows, these spikes, these rejections, what have they created? Remember the zigzag? So they've gone high, they come low, gone high, come low, high, low, high, low, high, low. What is resting at the bottom of every low? Do you remember? Every low, significant low, we have what? Swing lows, we have what? We are going to be having two things there that is going to attract the money. In a bullish environment, what do we have at the bottom? Look at that clean low. Yes, Gerald, we got stop losses. And what we got there as well? So stop losses for the buyers and what else? Okay, not buyer's limit. So the buyers will put their stop losses there, but the sellers will put the people that trade breakout, their sell limits will be there. Okay, so Gerald, well done. 3 stars to you. So now we got really, really beautiful, liquidity being created. And as you can see, we were predicting that on the US dollar, we'll have a shoot up to take out all the highs. The same thing could happen on Euro USD. Look at all these lows stacked up and we take them out in one fell swoop. Boom, take them out. Okay. Right. So at the moment, then we can drop to our H4 to see, are we seeing any setup, any opportunity to sell? Okay. Using the same principle on a higher time frame, we can do that using a daily. For example, this day went past that high, it closed below it. Therefore, from Thursday, Friday, we should start looking for bearish momentum or opportunity to trade short. If we're looking at it on a daily, for example, you'll have seen the same phenomenon we're looking at on the weekly. It has already taken place on the daily. So this high, so this day, 21st of August, took out the 31st. Sorry, the 1st of September took out the 31st of August. But then the 2nd of September finally went past it, which then gave us an opportunity or inclination or gave us the impetus or gave us the, signal to start looking for sales, okay? For shorting option on the, if you were trading intraday. And if we went on the H1 on the 15-minute, we would have seen an opportunity to sell. Okay, so when past this level, we're now looking for stop hunt, market structure break, return to origin. We have a stop on here. So look at this. So that day, And even there's a session opportunity here again. Took it out, market structure break. There's a return to origin, return to order block, and then short now. Okay, so that would have been an intraday trading opportunity, but we are looking for very, very strong opportunities. So we'll be focusing mainly on the H4 and weekly. Okay, H4 and weekly, that's what we'll be focusing on. Right. So you can see the correlation between US dollar and all the other base pairs. What has been happening? So US dollar is looking to go further long. The other pairs are dwindling. They're coming down. Let's check out our friend here. Pounds, US dollars. The Queen's money. Okay. So the pounds kind of look different from Euro US dollar, and it looks different. It kind of is a little bit in correlation with US dollar. So let's check out where we are. So from previous week, we were saying that a good run to this level will be brilliant. Why? Because we also have a bearish order block lodged here. But at the same time, we have this huge bearish order block. Okay? But I would like to see this month to actually break past the high of December 2019. December 2019. Okay. Let's zoom in. So, this high, December 2019 high, would have been perfect. That would have been picture perfect stop hunt into that order block there. Into this order block. A star setup. When you have a stop hunt into an order block and you then see the signal of coming down, it is beautiful. Okay, so but at the moment, this is where we are. You just took out last month's high out. Then we'll wait to see if it's looking. This is the only way to know if it's changing momentum. If it goes past last month's low. Okay, if it goes past last month's low. If not, we're good to do nothing. So now let's go to let's go to the weekly. This is the weekly. All those rectangles were showing the opportunities for the bullish run, the opportunity to go long. Okay, so as you can see, based on what we've been learning recently, how we can identify a change in momentum when price is swinging, when price is changing, when the algorithm are, showing you or giving you an opportunity to find the right direction of trade. Okay, so this happened. The week 31st of August took out. Price went to the high of the week 24th of August. Okay, that automatically gives us that signal to be like, okay, let me look back at the low of the week 31st of August. The same 24th of August, the same week's high that the 31st went past, that it breached. Okay, now we'll then wait. If that level is breached, that low 24th of August weekly candle low is breached, then we know that we start looking for opportunities to go south. But as you can see, that week closed just within the range of the 24th of August. So therefore, our reference point is now changed from the low of the 24th of August to the low of the 31st of August, okay, to the low of 31st of August, which is here, okay, and that will mean that will mean, give me 2 seconds, something is making noise. Mute. Okay, so back to the chart. So now this low that, let me actually clear this, it looks really ugly. Let me start over again. Bear with me, just trying to clean out all the rectangles. They look untidy. Alright, so this is what we have. So the week of the 24th of August was taken out, and then we automatically take our reference point to the low of the same week. Okay, the low of the same week. We'll be waiting for price to break that level. If price doesn't break that level, then we know that we continue to look for price in the direction we've been looking for it, or we do nothing if there's no setup. Now, as you can see, as this week has commenced, we are now at the low of last week, because obviously our reference point has shifted from the low of the 24th now to the low of 30th. So now, if this weekly candle closes below the 31st of August, then we know that the momentum has now changed. Okay, the momentum has now changed, and then we start to look for setup in bearish direction, that the algos have now changed their direction. At the moment, my own, everything still looks bullish, and bullish trade has been in play. That's why we had all the rectangles marked on the H4 as we spotted opportunities to go long, and we were looking to go into certain levels that we marked out a few months ago. Let me go to the target areas we're looking at. Let me go to the monthly. So we were looking for, if you remember, we're looking for this high. Okay, you can see we stopped shy of it. We're looking for it to actually rally to this bearish order block. That will be beautiful. There's a lot of liquidity resting here because there's stops here, and this way is very liquid, so we won't be surprised if they go for it. And also, the price is currently entering on sitting on top of the July's high. That's a key level. A lot of miraculous things could take place at this level. We could see price kick off from here and then finish off the gap that is left, like that, into that level, and then come down. So guys, we can never stress this enough. When you're looking at your charts, just think, where is the money? Okay, or where is price coming from? Where is it going, and what is he doing now? We know that price is coming from the base. We know that likely it is going to these areas because there's a lot of liquidity in this level. And when it gets there, what is it likely to do? We can only anticipate. We're not predicting exactly. We paint a picture and then we wait for that picture to unfold. If it does not unfold with the way we want, we adapt or we do nothing. Okay? So, as you can see, prices at the moment, we're looking for this week to close. If that week closes below last week, then we know that they might want to come down now to fill the gap, to fill the liquidity void that they have left. This liquidity gap here from June's high to August's low, there's a void to be filled there. So they could be going for that now. But that's dependent on what happens on the weekly. When I look at the H4, the only thing that could stick out to me, and this one is still in the bullish direction. Remember, we had last week stopped below the low of the previous week, which is this low. It just took it. Let me change the color. Okay, went to the low, went to the high, took out the high. Then that's telling us we should start looking for bullish opportunity. And here is a key level. There's an order block there. Okay, there is the swing low here. So intermediate lows taken out into the order block. So can we see a final run up now? Is this a possibility? Absolutely is a possibility. Okay, it is a possibility. Let me look at the daily. Let's see what the daily candle is giving us. The only concern I have is this relatively close low over here. Okay, that's the only thing. If not, then I would think they would want to kick off and go long from here. All right. I hope you're clear with that. We have some juicy targets at the top. For pounds, if it doesn't happen that way, the next thing that could happen could be a drop into this low. And then move up. I'm glad that I've been able to call it right for a while now. Okay, let's move to the next chart. The Kiwi. The Kiwi. Let's go on the monthly. Check out where it is. And exactly like we've said before, there is a bearish order block, but I am so super concerned about this 1, 2, triple high on the monthly. Are they going to leave that? Believe me, there is billions and billions of pounds resting here, because everybody got the trade right going south. All the hedge fund traders and everybody, they have stops at this level. This level. We've come there now, taking that out. It was our target when we're looking at that 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. That was one of our targets. We're currently at the second. Okay, and if we go on the weekly time frame, let's see what is happening. So likewise on the weekly time frame, and we've already had the low of the 10th of August taken out, and finally we had a weekly candle engulf those 2 weeks. That is the 24th of August, and that's still telling us that the direction is long, bullish. Okay, and so we can jump on the H4 and try to find an opportunity for going long. Okay. Okay, as you can see, there is a possible bounce. Price could possibly want to bounce here because, sorry, let me draw it out here. Why is it not drawing? Okay, at this level, this is a manipulation bar. Okay, and also within that manipulation bar, there is an order block resting in that level. So I strongly believe that price could do this, come to this level. Okay, and then take off. So that's a possibility of what could happen. And look at how we anticipated this bounce from here 2, 3 weeks ago. And that was one of the targets. And there's the next one. And look at how price fulfilled that. So we could have this is a possibility. Okay. Just gotta be patient. But with the same setup that we're looking at on the weekly, if you have itchy fingers and you already have a good understanding of the concept, then you could indulge in some daily time frame analysis. So what did price do? Okay, 3rd of September closed below the 2nd, the 31st. Okay, algo should be switching short for temporarily. Okay, so we then drop to our H1 or 15 minutes to look for possible entry short or trade opportunities. Okay, don't know why my chat is frozen, but yeah. So what was I saying? Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there, guys. Yeah, on the daily. Yeah, I was saying on the daily. Okay, we then go into a lower time frame and look for opportunity to sell. Okay, and as you can see, this day went past the 1st of September, the 2nd of September, 3rd of September. Finally closed below our initial reference, the second reference day low, which is here. So that happened. Then the next opportunity will be to look for short trades on the lower time frame until we get to this level from the H4 that we're now analyzing. Okay. All right. I hope you're with me. You've not dozed off on me. Okay. So the next pair, let's go check it out, is USD Cad. USD Cad again behaved exactly the way we wanted it to behave. We've marked some levels out from the higher time frame and we're just waiting for it to play out. But we can just look at it again. Let's go to the monthly. Let's mark out some significant levels out here. Okay. This this is so suspect. This double bottom from 19th of November, from November 2017, no 2019 to January 2020. Those lows look juicy, ready to be taken. Why? Because there are lots of orders resting there. A lot of it. Okay? Same with this level. Let's go to our weekly time frame. Okay. On the weekly, we're in a selling scenario. Okay? We're in a selling scenario. Look at the candles. Okay? They've closed below each other from here. So our first signal took place when the week 13th of July went past 6th of July. And then price finally closed below the 13th of July low. And then from then on, we look for selling opportunity. And let me draw a vertical line to see. So from there, we go on opportunity. We start looking for opportunities rather. Okay? And that's how we were determining and deciding to go south when things escalated. So that's from here. We start looking for short opportunities. And if you remember in the lessons, definitely we are marking levels out like this. Market structure break, a return into that range, smash into the other block, and then boom, took off. Look at that. So supposing you took this trade, look at the pips. I can't see the number now. 260, 380 plus pips. Okay. Now, price seems to be retracing back into the significant level on the weekly. That pink line is meant to be the low. Okay, with this. The low of the week, 17th of July. The low of that week. The low of that week. And that's where price went into, and we'll still be looking for an opportunity, but it's looking like something is taking place now, because at the same time, this bullish order block, this bearish candle is a bullish order block. Okay, which price is possibly reacting to here temporarily. So we look at the stop. So we're at the low of 24th of August taken out. Now we're looking for the high to be the next place to be taken out. The high that we put in question now will be the high from the 31st of August. Okay, bear with me. There's some rustling. Hold on. Okay. So as you can see now, this week, the week 31st of August week candle has gone past the 24th of August candle. Therefore, the reference high will be the high for the 24th. But as you can see, August the 31st week ending did not fulfill that. So the new reference will now change. Will change from that high to this high. Okay, so we're waiting for price to get there to give us, to now start giving us. If price rallies and closes above that week, then we start to look for bullish opportunity to buy. But supposing you didn't have this knowledge that, okay, you were landing on a bullish order block on the weekly, and there was a level here on further down, you can start looking for the pattern again, our 1 to 3 pattern on the H4, to just trade back into that range. Okay, but still, like I said, I believe there might be a change once we close above that high. Once we close above this high, yeah, we now know that momentum has finally shifted bullish. Okay. And look at these are setups we marked out from way back, weeks and weeks back. Okay, and they all played out till I'm still going. Fingers crossed, we'll have a setup soon. Okay, and then USD CHF, the last pair. USD CHF is the twin brother to US dollar, just because it's almost identical in characteristics. The only difference is pips traveled. Okay, so let's go on the monthly. If you remember, on the monthly, we drew this level out the last time we met, and we said we were looking for price to do something around those areas. Okay, and as you have it with the red line, which is a low of this month that I was targeting, and also we were landing into a bullish order block of the month. Okay, and once we got in there, there was some sort of reaction with price. So we went on H4. You see there was a reaction, and instantly we kind of got a setup. There's a low, and the high to be taken out. Price took that high out. We'll then be looking for, okay, the opportunity to go long with this nice move. This move up. Now, if they move up, where would I expect them to reverse? I'll be expecting them to cross these levels, these highs, to smash into this blue area here. Okay. And the reason for that would be, hold on a minute. It is a significant low of one of the weeks. Okay. And price could hit that and drop, or price could still sell all the way into the order block and then drop. Let's go back to the weekly. On the weekly, we'll now be looking for opportunities just the opposite of EU, GU, and Kiwi and AU. Look, if this week closes above, oh wow, there's okay, one of our criteria has been met. Let me show this to you. So this week, the 24th of August, when the week 31st of August came, it went past the low of 24th of August and the 17th of August, and then came past that same week and closed above. Okay, this USD Cad. From then on, this week, what we should be looking for would be an opportunity to go long. Okay, opportunity to go long. And you see price over there. Finally closed. We'll be looking for a sort of reaction around this order block. Okay. So yeah, this is a possibility. Price could come smash and continue on, come here and go long, or ultimately come all the way down to this bullish order block. Okay. So this USD CHF should be identical in some way to the US dollar. They're going up, reacted to an order block. Same thing, going up, reacted to an order block. Okay. So until this week closes, until we see a setup, I'm anticipating a bullish setup now on USD CHF, because the 31st of August is closed. Weekly, close, and it closed above 24. So we now have this week to start looking for bullish opportunities. Okay. So there we have it, guys. Has anyone got any questions? Anybody at all? Okay, it's seeming like everybody's okay. It seems like everybody is doing just fine. In that case, we could be calling it a night. Okay, unless you drop any questions, I'll give you another 5 minutes. So, in essence, what I've done now is to just speak out loud what I will be doing, or what I do on a daily basis, and also taking into consideration our bias. Now, everything Israel myself has shown you and mentioned that should happen on the weekly, the same thing can be applied to the dailies, okay? It's the same principle. Price is fractal, okay? So, guys, make sure you practice, practice, practice. That is the only way to become adept at analyzing. When you're watching this video again, bring out your laptop, mark the levels that are marked out, mark the levels that Israel has marked out, and then start to observe what you need to observe around those areas, and we'll see. So, guys, I've had an amazing time with y'all. Hope to see you shortly. Have a blessed evening and a restful evening. Take care, guys. In the absence of that's in the absence of questions. If you have any questions, I'm still here for you. Tell you what, why not let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY. Look at perfect. We knew it was gonna come to bounce in this level, and it did twice. Okay. The child's playing. Let's go on the monthly. Let's see what's happening. Oh, this looks interesting on the monthly. Targeting the lows from July. Okay, let's go to weekly. As you can see, the weekly is already giving us some pattern here. So we have that week's high was taken out. We want the low to be taken out. The low is not taken out yet. So we're still technically looking for bullish moves. But as it stands, we do nothing on the USD JPY. We do nothing. Okay. All right. For the second time, I'm saying good night. I wish you guys all the best. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm done.